Well, the spectre of war in Europe, ignited by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, has forced NATO to confront a stark reality. The alliance's defenses are woefully inadequate. Our next report explains how military planners have been quietly assessing the colossal task of rebuilding Europe's military might.
"900 days on. From all accounts, Russia has an upper hand in the Ukraine war. While NATO struggles to maintain its supply of weapons to Ukrainian forces, the protracted conflict has exposed critical vulnerabilities in Europe's defense capabilities, prompting urgent reassessment within the alliance. In the power corridors of Brussels and Washington, NATO's top brass are discussing critical vulnerabilities that could be exploited by an increasingly emboldened Russia. As tensions escalate, the question on everyone's mind is this: can Europe defend itself? Earlier this month at the NATO summit, leaders of the military bloc vowed to work together.
NATO enlargement unified Europe in a way that was previously unthinkable, paved the way for EU integration, and brought peace and prosperity across the continent. Allies showed clarity and determination then, as we must continue to do now.
But beyond the big statements, there are a litany of alarming deficiencies across the alliance's European members, from antiquated air defense systems to severe shortages in ammunition and trained personnel. Analysts point out that NATO's eastern flank could potentially collapse within days in the face of a full-scale Russian assault. NATO is at its highest alert since the Cold War, with officials like German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius warning of a possible Russian attack within 5 years. The latest warning comes from Britain's new army chief, who asserts the country must be ready for war within 3 years, emphasizing the urgent need to bolster military strength. Years of underinvestment in infrastructure have left NATO struggling to move troops and equipment across Europe rapidly. In war games simulating a Russian invasion, Allied forces consistently failed to reinforce vulnerable positions in time. While Moscow has invested heavily in next-generation weaponry and hybrid warfare capabilities, many European NATO members have allowed their forces to rely too heavily on the American security umbrella. That too could change drastically given the stance of Donald Trump, who is eyeing a second term in the White House. As the war in Ukraine grinds on and Russia's shadow lengthens over Europe, NATO faces its greatest challenge in decades. However, with costs estimated to run into hundreds of billions of euros, many wonder if cash-strapped European governments can muster the political will to foot the bill. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.